and welcome to Missed It by How Much. This is a channel that tests sports hypotheses by using computer game engines. We're currently playing the 1990 baseball season as the Los Angeles Dodgers manager, hoping to win the National League West without Alfredo Griffin gracing our dugout. Played 3 games since the last video. Here's the first one. The Dodgers blew a game in the bottom of the ninth against the Padres, so the sweep did not occur. Went through a lot of pitchers here at the end. Just taking a look at the play-by-play in the ninth. Offensively, Eddie Murray had a 3-run home run, I believe. Mike Sharperson hit a home run. That doesn't happen very often. I think that was his 4th of the season. We were up 5-4 in the ninth. Cruz pitching. Gave up a single to the pinch hitter Jackson. Because of a foul up, I don't know how I possibly did this, but I would never put Sharperson at second. I messed up in the order with bringing in Hamilton to play third, and we just lost Lenny Harris, who I was going to move over to second. Anyhow, Bip Roberts bunted to move the tying run to second. We brought in Walsh to face Gwynn, and he singled. Still didn't score. Alomar then singled. That tied the game. We brought Gott in, and he singled. That still didn't score the winning run. That left the bases loaded. And then Pagliarulo lined a single over a drawn-in infield, and Dodgers lost. So that was how the last game at Jack Murphy Stadium went. Vizcaino was knocked out for part of the game. That was one of the reasons why we moved people around. Then we went to Cincinnati, and as you see, we won the first 2 games of that series, 9-7, 6-5. We'll be going for a sweep today, although we'll be facing Danny Jackson, at least at press time. This was a high-scoring game. 4 in the 6th. Looks like that was the big play. And then we held on. Eddie Murray got knocked out of this game. He's been knocked out of 2 games for injury, and then I sat him against the Mets during the doubleheader. Scioscia with 3 hits and 5 RBI. Pitching-wise, Belcher started and got pulled early. Hartley didn't pitch great, but got the win. Holmes came in with a big lead, 9-4, and barely held on to it. Cruz finished up. Take a look at the scoring real quick. Let's look at the 6th inning. Vizcaino walked. Bunted him to second, did Hartley. Samuel singled him to third. Daniels walked. Scioscia doubled, and that scored 3. And then Javier singled. That still didn't score Scioscia. And Sharperson flied out. And the 8th, Javier hit a 2-run homer. You don't see that very often. And then in the 8th for the Reds, leaving Holmes in, it got to be a mess. Poole finally came in. He gave up a single, and Cruz finally got the last out. So that was a hold on for dear life after being really far ahead. And then another close one, a 6-5 that Cruz got the save in as well. Harris with 3 hits, a double, 2 RBI. 3 runs in the first. Single by Murray. Daniel struck out. Socha 2-run homer. Javier safe on an error. Gibson grounds to second with 2 outs. Pass ball got him to third. And then Harris singled him in. The Reds turned around and got 3 in the third. The pitcher got a single. Larkin got hit. Double, grounded to short for double play. So 2 outs, runner on third. Duncan walked. Davis walks. The bases are loaded. And then Braggs grounded a single. 2 scored. And then Sabo lined a single before getting out of that. Here you see the rest of the scoring. Wetland did pitch pretty well. In the 8th, the Dodgers took the lead. Strikeout, Gibson single, stole second. Harris doubled him in. Myers came in, and Sharperson flied out. But Vizcaíno lined a single. They got the eventual winning run home. And then in the 9th, Searage starts out against Quinones. He gets a single. Cruz comes in immediately. Fly out. Braggs walked. Sabo singled to make it 6-5. Tying run at second, but Benzinger struck out. There you see the pitching. Neidlinger not up to his usual stuff. Wetland with plus stuff. So we'll see what we have in the bullpen. This game, I'm assuming, would be started by Fernando. We shall see. With those wins and a San Francisco loss, the lead now in the West is 7 games with 17 to play. I got to be feeling a little comfortable here, except for the fact that we still have 6 games to play against San Francisco, and you got to be wary of injuries occurring. If they occur after the next 3 games, you could lose these players for the playoffs, and nobody wants that to happen. So the game will cycle through these scores. 216 left to play. 1,890 games have been played. All right, there's the lineup for September 16th. I'll play through those. The scheduled pitcher is Mike Morgan. I don't know that will happen. We'll see. I don't anticipate a sweep here. San Francisco's taking on Houston. Lacoste is finally back from his injury against Mike Scott. Split-fingered fastball. So Houston's 10 back now. Cincinnati 10.5. I think I can pretty much take a fork and stick in them. They're done. In the West, Minnesota has fallen back to 3 games. That's the farthest they've probably been back all season. Baltimore slipping at 5.5. And the Mets they're done. I can't see them coming back. I think Pittsburgh will be in the playoffs. And with 89 wins already, I think they for sure will have home field. San Francisco wins, so it's either 6 games or it stays at 7 based on the Dodgers game today. Pittsburgh wins again, beats the Expos. So, for as close as these divisions have been throughout the whole season, it's starting to end now. The East looks pretty well set up. It would take a monumental collapse by the Pirates. The East still, and the West in the American League still iffy. But there, see, Baltimore just fell back to 6 games. So let's see what happens to Minnesota and Oakland here when they play. Minnesota wins. Okay, so they're back in play. They're 2 back. Kansas City only 4.5 back. They've really hung tough. But the East is starting. I mean, when you're at 6 games. And again, that's what the Dodgers are trying to do here, is not have a long losing streak. I feel like that's the only way, unless you blow all 6 games against the Giants coming up. Okay, take a breath. Let's play. Assuming we're going to face Jackson, the lefty. And that's true. So we won't have our optimal lineup hitting. Arrange that. And Juan Samuel, interesting, is now at the top for OPS. Eddie Murray's moved to second. Playing first, Jose Vizcaino will bat third. Cal Daniels will bat fourth. Cleanup, play left field. Sharperson at third base. Javier will play in right field. Yeah, we'll put him in right. Is Gibson still available? He'll play center. Jose Gonzalez back soon, but not yet. Mike Scioscia will catch, and on the mound, we have Mike Morgan or Fernando. Mike Hartley is available. I know this Cincinnati lineup is righty heavy, so we're going to try to save Fernando till tomorrow against the Braves. And we'll start off with Morgan. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Could be a short trip. Get Hartley up in the pen now. Wind's blowing 12 miles an hour left to right, 77 degrees, which is pretty cool. Riverfront Stadium in during the day. So we'll see what happens. Jackson's beating the Dodgers. Here we go. Let's start it off with Samuel. He strikes out. Next up is Murray. Pitch to Eddie. Fly ball to left. Easy play for Braggs. Reaches up and makes the catch. 2 down for Vizcaino. And he pops it up. That looks like Duncan's ball. He weighs everyone off. And finally comes down in his mitt. Dodgers do nothing in the first half inning. Here come the Reds against Mike Morgan. Larkin pops it up foul. Sharperson going near the stands. Looks like he's around the edge of the dugout. And he makes the catch 1 down for Braggs. Going to go around here. We're going to pitch around him. And he walks. I'm okay with that. Here come your righties. Duncan, Davis, Sabo. Alright. Oof. We're still going to pitch around here. And there's a ground ball to short. Vizcaino makes the play. Said it's a great play. Steps on second. The runner is out. And Duncan is 2. Double play. We're through 1. No score. Daniels leads off the second. With a base hit into right, O'Neill goes over to cut it off. Cuts it off and throws it back into Duncan. Leadoff single. Let's see if the Dodgers can do anything with that. Pitch to Sharperson's a ground ball to Benzinger. Let's see if he can go for 2. Nope, he's going to take it himself. That moves the runner over into scoring position with 1 out. Daniels at second for Javier. Good numbers there. See what he can do against Jackson. Ground ball to Sabo. The vacuum sucks up the ball. Fires it across to Benzinger. 2 outs. Daniels still at second for Gibson. It looks like it's going to hit him. And it does. 2 on, 2 out. Uh-oh, somebody's hurt, and it's Gibson, right? Yep. He's out for the game. Okay, hopefully just for the game. So, that is not good news. Alright. I'm going to have to move Javier into center. Put Brooks in. Right field. Put Chris Gwynn in. Or I could put Harris in. I think I'd rather hold on to Harris. We'll put Brooks we'll fix that once we go in that defense, which might be really soon. Not good numbers for Scioscia with 2 outs. We'll see. It's a ground ball to Sabo. He's got it. He'll go the short way to second with Brooks running. He gets timed on a 40-yard dash for the sundial. We're through 1.5, no score. All right, Javier is going to have to move over to center field. Hopefully that won't. Hopefully I'm not going to mess this up. Now Brooks isn't right. Okay. Somehow I didn't mess that one up like the other game. All right. Here's Davis, who was left at the plate. Not getting a chance on the double play by Duncan, so we're definitely going to pitch around here. And he gets a single up the middle. Javier kicks the ball into Vizcaino. Leadoff runner on. 93%. We're going to try to pick him off first. See if that lowers that percentage. Yeah, that's good. We're going to try to take on Sabo here. And he gets a base hit. Picked up by Brooks. 2 on, nobody out. Let's see if Davis is at third. Even on Brooks' 6 arm, huh? So runners at the corners, there's nobody out. And here's Paul O'Neill. Paul hitting .236 on the season. 8 home runs. 14 RBI. Hasn't had very many opportunities. So we're going to give up the run here. Hopefully not get blasted. Morgan on the ropes. And he gives up another hit. 3 hits in a row. Davis scores. It's 1-0 Reds. First and second. Nobody out for Benzinger. .275 average. 6 home runs. 33 RBIs. An OPS of 747. Take a look. I thought he was good against lefties. I could be wrong. Wind now blowing in at 21 miles an hour. Yeah. It's not as good against righties. Okay, Morgan, if you're going to get somebody, this is the guy. Pitch. He walked him. The bases are loaded and nobody is out. And here's Oliver. And he's going to get one more batter here and then sayonara. Ground ball to Vizcaino. Let's see if they can turn 2. Oh, 99% chance. No, we're not throwing home. We're going to take the double play. And they can have their 2 runs. All right, now if we can prevent O'Neill from scoring, this will be worth it. It's 2-0 Reds now. But there are 2 outs for Jackson. He has 3 hits and 44 at-bats. You should be able to get him out. And he does. And that's it for Morgan. 2 innings, 2 runs. Yikes. Okay. So, who can hit the left-hander? Jackson. I don't see many choices here that are good. Boy, I do not. There's nobody on here that looks good. I mean, I don't want to use Harris in case there's a chance with a right-hander later. So we're going to give Mickey Hatcher a chance. Mickey Hatcher? Let's go with Luis. No, that's no good either. He's not even as good as the pitcher. Mike Morgan, you're going to hit for yourself. Good luck. And he strikes out. Here's Samuel. He hits a fly ball to left. That should be an easy out. 2 out for Eddie Murray. And he hits a comebacker that gets past Jackson to Benzinger. He'll flip over to Jackson, and that'll end it. We're through 2.5. 2-0 Reds. And boy, oh boy, this offense does not look good. All right, since Morgan hit for himself, he's going to get one more batter. Keep giving him a chance. And Larkin hits a comebacker. That is a comebacker. Over to Murray, 1 down for Bragg. Better be careful here. Fly ball to right. Brooks should have it. In the corner, he makes the catch. 2 out for Duncan. He's been hot, but I'm going to take a chance and go right after him. Ground ball to Samwell to his right. Fields it over to Murray, and they get him by a couple steps. Good pitch standing by Morgan there. 1, 2, 3. We're through 3. A third of this game is over. It's 2-0 Reds. I just don't feel confident with the offense. Hopefully they'll make me look bad here. Vizcaino starts off with a single up the middle. All right. Runner on for Daniels. He can tie it with one swing. Pitch by Jackson. He walks. 2 on, nobody out. Sharperson, Javier, and Brooks. All right. See what they can do. Ground ball to Larkin. I don't think that's 2. We'll see. Nope, it could be. Flipped over to Duncan for 1. Back to Benzinger. The runner is out, and the hitter makes 2. And quickly this inning just went 2 out. Runner at third for Javier. The Dodgers are going to score. Needs to be here. And he hits a liner to Larkin. That's it. We're through 3.5. 2-0 Reds. Morgan against Davis. Look at that slug. I'm going to pitch around here. No, it's only 2-0, but it feels like 50-0. Javier's coming to his right. He'll make the catch. So I don't really feel like putting Hartley out there. Although, I mean, it's very possible to come back in this game. Just the offense just needs to pick it up. Here's Sabo. We're going to pitch around him as well. Here's a liner right of Vizcaino. He's got it. 2 outs for O'Neill. 8 home runs. We'll pitch around. Ground ball to Samwell. He goes to his right, turns, flips to Murray, and they get him by a few steps. So Morgan, after being on the ropes, has pitched 2 good half innings. We're through 4. It's still 2-0 Reds. Brooks, Scioscia, and Morgan, and this time we probably will hit for Morgan. Brooks with the fly ball to center. That looks playable for Davis. Coming in a couple steps. Flips up the glove. Makes the catch. Flips down the sunglasses and makes the catch. 1 out for Scioscia. 0 for 1 on the day. It's a ground ball to Larkin. Over to first. 2 out. Well, now that there's 2 out and nobody on, we're going to let Morgan hit for himself. See if we can get another half inning out of him. We're going to lose this game, at least not wear out the bullpen. There's a close play at first. And he's safe. Mike Morgan. 2nd hit of the season. His average went up to .035. All right. That flips the roster back, the lineup back to the top for Samwell, who's 0 for 2. Pitch by Jackson. Walked him. Jackson has walked quite a few. Let's see how many. Oh, 2. All right, 2 on, 2 out for Eddie Murray. Wind blowing in at 20 miles an hour. Pitch. And he gets a base hit. I don't think that pitcher's going to score. Even with 2 out. O'Neill picks it up. And he lets him score. Not even a throw. It's 2-1 Dodgers, just like that. All right, still in it. And a runner in scoring position. This guy could score for sure if there's a base hit. Vizcaino, 1 for 2 on the game. But that's just a ground ball to Larkin. See if he flips it to Duncan. He will. And that'll beat Eddie to second. And that will end the half inning, but the Dodgers score. And cut the deficit in half. We're through 4.5. It's 2-1 Reds. All right, Morgan now. See if he can get through 5 half innings. Going to pitch to Benzinger. I don't think Benzinger has a lot of home runs. More power than I would expect. So we're going to pitch around. Mike could be zapped out of this game, and right there he is. There's a ground ball past Sharperson. I'm surprised there's no poor play flashing. And a leadoff double will be it for Morgan. So he does get through 4. And we will go to Hartley and see if we can keep this game close enough to win. And that also depends on how Mike Hartley pitches. He'll go on Mike Morgan's spot. On the season, he's 12-11 with 7 saves in 172 innings and 172 and 2/3 innings pitched, 122 hits. That's incredible. 167 strikeouts. The ERA is 2.92. His WHIP is 1.1. Average against a sparkling 0.198. Okay, that doesn't mean anything. He's got to get Oliver out here. Leadoff double by Benzinger. Pitch by Hartley. Fly ball to Javier. Moving to his left. Makes the catch. Benzinger going to tag for sure. Oh, he makes a great play, apparently. We're not going to throw to third. So that out works just perfect. There's Jackson. I doubt they're going to hit for Jackson, right? We bring the infield up. How much does his offense go? How much better of a hitter does he become? Not very good. I mean, we're going to try this. This is a bit risky, but in a 2-1 game, let's go for it. And he strikes him out. Whatever pressure that was, it worked. Okay, the infield goes back to normal. All right. 2 out. Just have to get Larkin out here. All right. Rather pitch to Larkin than Braggs. Although the average is better. See if he can get out of this. I'll give him up a run. Nice relief by Mike Hartley. Gets the K. The leadoff double by Benzinger, and he gets left at third. We're through 5. It's still 2-1 Reds. Get some runs here. We can win this game. Daniel leads off. It's a fly ball to right center. Wind still blowing in at left field. O'Neill makes the catch easily. 1 out for Sharperson. Jackson at 84 pitches. There's a ground ball to Larkin. He backs up on it. Still has plenty of time. Strong throw gets Sharperson. 2 out for Javier. Dodgers have 4 hits, excuse me. Mike Morgan had 1 of them. Not a lot of offense. Jackson at 87 pitches. Here's Javier. Fly ball to left. I know he hit a home run recently. Well, it's still going up. Still going up, and it's gone, and we're tied. Unless that bounces up there. Nope. It's gone. Stan Javier, not known for his power. It's a home run. He likes this Cincinnati cooking. 6th home run of the season, 333 feet. And it ties the game. His 10th straight game with a hit. And that's it for Jackson. We're done. Ken Leona comes in with his 6.83 ERA, 3-4 record, 58 hits and 55 and a third innings pitched, 35 walks against 36 Ks, and a whip of 1.681. So, if you're going to make some hay here, before you see Dibble and Myers, who did pitch already in this series, I'm sure they can pitch again. This is the point to do something. 2 outs. We're tied at 2. Here's Brooks. Liner to center. Right at Davis, and he makes the catch. But the Dodgers tied on a home run by Javier. We're through 5.5. It's 2-2. Braggs, Duncan, and Davis against Hartley. He has given up home runs. 13 on the season. So we're going to pitch a Brown. Liner, Samuel, 1 down. Here's Duncan, who's been hot. Not supposed to be really good against righties. We're going to come right at him. Lines 1 at Vizcaino. That's 2 outs for Davis. And look at that slug, 453. So we're going to try to pitch around. It's a ground ball to Vizcaino. This is a long throw, and he's a fast runner. But they get him. We're through 6. 2/3 of this game is complete, and we're even Steven at 2. Can the Dodgers pull this game off and sweep the Reds? Wow. All right, Leona comes in for a second half inning of work. And this is a right-hander, and Scioscia's much better. So we'll see what happens here. Hartley on deck. And there's a base hit. That could be two. In the gap. Bragg's over to get it. Poor play. And Scioscia makes it to second. Can Hartley bunt here? He's a 5. Scioscia, a 4 runner. Ooh. Not the whole... They didn't bring everybody in. They've just brought the corners in. So, Samuel on deck. He'll probably be hit. Well, yeah. He'll probably get hit for. So, just don't get Scioscia out. Come on, Mike. Just get him over to third. That'd be great. Good bunt, but I don't know if they got him over. Throw to first. They get him. Scioscia move. And he did. He's at third. He's only a 4 runner. Oof. And he got arms in the outfield. Look at that. All 7s. Boy, but I mean, who could I put in for him? Samuel's definitely not going to hit. But, I mean, who's a decent runner on this team that there's not a lot of good base runners? Chris Gwynn's barely better, 5. Offerman a 5. Harris is going to hit next. He's an 8. Alfredo Griffin's a 6, but he's inactive. I doubt I have a pitcher that's better than him. Ramon, what does he run? 4. Alright, so he's going to stay in. Lenny Harris is just going to have to really hit the heck out of it. You could go with, no, right now. Against a righty, Lenny Harris is coming in to play second. Alright. He doesn't have to get a base hit. And Eddie Murray's on deck, so worst comes to worst, Murray could still get a base hit and drive him in, but we're trying for the win right here. Alright, Harris, fly ball deep enough, gets him home. Let's see what happens. Pitch by Leona. Fly ball to left, Braggs is coming in. And he's at a 7 for a gun. Makes the catch. 59% chance. I just, no. We're going to give Eddie Murray a chance. Hate to do that. He hit the fly ball we needed, but not deep enough. All right, Eddie, it's up to you. 1 for 3 on the game against Leona. Liner to right. Is it caught or not? And he makes a great play to rob him. Dives and makes the catch. Probably got a scrape on his arm on the AstroTurf. Well, the Dodgers threaten with a leadoff double, but they don't score, and now you're in trouble. First, we got to fix this situation and get Harris at second. And I want to risk it and let Sharperson stay in one more chance. Yeah, let's try it. We're playing risky with Sharperson. Can't do much in the outfield. All right. It's going to have to trust Hartley to keep us in this game. Good slug for Sabo. He has 16 on the year, so we're going to pitch around him. It's a ground ball to Vizcaino. Waits for it. An extra hop over to Murray and plenty of time to get Sabo. 1 out for O'Neill. Have to pitch around him as well. Hartley's pitch. Liner at Sharperson, and he makes the catch. 2 out for Benzinger. Todd, again, we're going to try to pitch around him. And it's a comebacker to Hartley. Quickly over to Murray, and they get him. So 1, 2, 3 for Mike Hartley. And here comes Randy Myers. But at least it's still tied. Through 7, it's 2-2. Well, had a chance to score a run there in the 7th. I couldn't get it across. Vizcaino, Daniels, and Sharperson here in the 8th against one of the best, Randy Myers. Here we go. Ground ball to Benzinger. He makes the play. 1 out. Daniels, 1 for 2 versus Myers. He strikes out. 2 down for Sharperson, who's 0 for 3. He's only hitting 280 now. Sure could use a hit here versus Meyer. And he hits a comebacker over to Benzinger. And the Dodgers don't score. We're through 7.5. 2-2 tie. Hartley still has more pitches. Let's see how far he can go. They say he's strong. Before we do that, Sharperson is finished for today. Jeff Hamilton comes in. Jeff will play third, defensive purposes, even though it's a 2-2 game. We'll see if he can help us out on defense. All right, Joe Oliver, 0 for 2. He'll start us off. We're going to be extra careful here. Did he walk a lot? Can't tell that information. So we're going to pitch around him. Uh-oh. Fly ball to left. Is it out of here? Nope, it looks like it's still playable. Daniels. It's off the wall. We were close to a home run. All right, and that's it for Oliver. They'll pinch run for him. This is the danger in the bottom of the 8th. You let him get a run and a lead, we're probably cooked. Randy Meyer going to stay in? Boy, I would think he's a 0 bunt wise. So we're going to bring the infield all the way up. We don't usually do this. Yeah, I know. We did it earlier in the game. I predict they'll pinch hit for him. But we'll see. We cannot let him get over there to third with 1 out. Let's see what happens. And yeah, Ron Ostertoaster coming in for the pinch hitting. That's it for Myers. So put the infield back at normal depth. All right. See what he can do against Ron Oster. 290 on the season. Does it say pinch hitting? He's 297. Pinch hitter 290. That's pretty good. All right. Gonna have to pitch straight up here. No around stuff. Gotta try to keep Hatcher off. Third. Strikeout would be great. Bunt. And it worked. Boy, I didn't predict that at all. Hatcher moves to third. I had no idea. Why would you pinch hit for the pitcher to bunt? But it worked. And now with 1 out, you want to walk Larkin here? Numbers don't look great, but a fly ball. Hatcher's in. He's a 9. Well played, Cincinnati. I thought they would try to go for a swing there, and they didn't. Or you could try to set up the double play. Let's see what Braggs runs. I know Duncan is fast. He's a 7, so let's go right at him. Here we go. And he gets a base hit. It doesn't matter one way or the other. And the Reds lead 3-2. Tough, tough, tough. All right, so the only chance is here to score in the 9th. So we got to stop them right here. That might be it for Hartley. Let's see what we have in the bullpen. Still 1 out. We can still score a run. The lineup doesn't look great, but Scioscia will get a chance. Brooks has some power. Let's see if we face Dibble. I don't see anybody better. So we're sticking with Hartley here. Larkin, not a threat to go here. See if he can get Braggs. Strikes him out. 3rd strikeout for Hartley. 2 out. Larkin now at 93%. Throw over there. Down to 62. I don't think they're going to run here. Let's go right after Duncan. I know he's been hot. Fly ball. Javier looks like he's got it. He's coming in as he goes to his right. And he makes the catch. The double by Oliver bunted to third and then scores on a single by Larkin. Has the Reds ahead at the end of 8, 3-2. Kip Gross coming in for the save. Interesting. Kip on the season with 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, a walk, 3 Ks, and 1 save. That's pretty good. Way better than his real statistics of 426. You're right. Well, hopefully we can help him with that. So here we go. Kip Gross, future Dodger. See if he can help the Dodgers out here. He's a 2 on defense. All right. Javier facing the right-hander. Bodes well. Got to get a run right here. Pitch. Fly ball to right. Just a can of corn for O'Neill. Makes the catch. Winds are now 22 miles left to right. 83 degrees. Boy, it's gotten a lot warmer. Maybe get a hold of one of these and knock it out. 2 more chances for the Dodgers. 2 outs from a loss. Here's Brooks, and those are great numbers. All right, see what happens. Looks like a base hit to right. Can't call it yet. It got down. And the tying runs at first. 1 out for Scioscia. Those are also good numbers. We're not going to fool around here. Brooks at 5. Not a horrible runner. Scioscia hits one. They're playing no doubles. Is that going to get down? I have no idea. I don't know. What? Did they just double up Brooks? Is the game over? Brooks got back in time. Okay. A broken bat blooper. And they're playing no doubles, but somehow he caught it. And he almost picked Brooks off of first. Okay, 2 outs. 1 on. And now it's miracle time. Somebody's got a hit for Hartley. Who's got a hit in their bat against a right-hander? Looks like Chris Gwynn or Rick Dempsey. Rick Dempsey. I'm going to take Chris Gwynn over Rick Dempsey. All right, here we go. 1 out to a loss. Harris on deck if he gets a chance. The pitch to Gwynn, and he struck him out, and the Reds win. Kip Gross comes in and gets the save. And Cincinnati does not get swept. They win the last game of the series. The Dodgers have 2 more in Atlanta before they come home, and the lead is now down to 6 games. Here's the box score. I think when we're facing lefties, it's a proven fact that we cannot score runs. 7 hits, 2 walks. That's just not what we usually do. Morgan had plus stuff. Well, not in that second inning, he didn't. Hartley gets the loss, even though he only gave up 1 earned run in 4 innings. Danny Jackson pitched well. Myers gets the win. Gross gets the save. Big play by, I believe, Paul O'Neill with the runner on. Hit by Eddie Murray. Home run by Javier. Yeah, there's O'Neill's big play. Gibson only out for today. Not a big loss there. However, the lead shrinks to 6 with 16 to play. The magic number is still stuck at 11. So we'll see what happens next time. We may or may not be coming to you from the road. 2 games left on this road trip against Atlanta. And then I think San Diego before San Francisco for 3. So still another 5 games or so, 4 or 5 games before we face the Giants. Those games will definitely be on this channel. It could be the final nail in the coffin for the. We'll see. Waiting for it to repopulate. There you go. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Missed it by how much?